Hey, well, actionable content is a pillar here at GRE, so let me help you with that. Hi, I'm Keith Weinhold. This is Get Rich Education. Build to rent homes, sometimes you see it abbreviated B2R. Those are new construction homes that are built with a tenant occupying that in mind on day one. So whereas most new build homes are built with an owner-occupant family in mind, like a family that lives there and owns the home, that's not what build to rent are. So they're built for renters on day one, new construction. Now with these particular build to rent properties that I'm about to talk about in Florida, you can get $25,000 of built-in equity, where often the properties are appraising for $25,000 more than what their cost is. And you don't need to wait to get a property address. When you reserve a property, you often get an address the very next day. However, it still is a patient dollar because you do need to wait for the property to be built. And you know what the old proverb is, if you give a man a fish, you'll feed him for a day. If you teach a man to fish, you feed him for a lifetime. Well, why not do both? We do both here at GRE. With the education, we go ahead and teach you how to fish, and here we're giving you a fish as well with actionable properties that you can buy. And what I'm sharing here on YouTube is really just the tip of the iceberg and really one of our more popular investments at GREmarketplace.com, where you can connect with all of our referral network. This is where you can get sample properties and pro formas, and we even do interviews with the property managers if you choose to have someone else manage it for you. Although you can, some people do, choose to manage it themselves remotely out of state. Really, the choice is up to you, but the property manager is the glue that makes this thing stick together, and that's why we're so management-centric here. So really, this is sort of a public service announcement for people that have trouble finding inventory because the supply of housing is so low out there. So this isn't investing advice for anyone, or it isn't a guarantee of a return. But let's talk about build-to-rent properties in Florida. Wagner Nolasco is here. You know I've had Wagner on the podcast a number of times. He offers new build single-family homes and other properties in Central Florida, which is one of the best markets there is. But Wagner really has some unique selling propositions there at B2R Direct. For example, you don't get on this waiting list where you wonder what property you're going to get. He gives you an address right away. They have some built-in equity there that they have been delivering lately. So Wagner, tell us more about it.
We're just finalizing the phase one of Bena Oaks. And just an example for you guys, we're still selling those units at $225,000 for a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, all concrete block, 2-car garage. Today, we just had an appraisal actually go there, which, we use construction loans, and they appraised the property for $249,900.
Yeah, great.
You will sign up a contract today, Keith, with $25,000 in built-in equity. And this is in today's value. We don't have a waiting list. We will actually send you a contract within 24 hours after you made the reservation. So your lot is guaranteed. Your address is already known day one. And then we go to build your property. This project is already ahead. We're already doing the infrastructure. All the horizontal is being developed. A beautiful project. I got myself 2 units there right now, Keith.
Where is Bena Oaks?
Bena Oaks is in Bellevue, Florida, very near Ocala, about 13 minutes from the Villages. One of the largest retirement communities in the whole country.
You're certainly in the sweet spot for growth.
One of the fastest growing MSA in 2021.
For someone that's not familiar with a B2R or a build-to-rent model, these are properties built from day one with tenants in mind, and you also include those tenant resilient features in the construction. So tell us about that.
We are very different, meaning we are investors and we actually have an active portfolio of rentals. So we understood what actually we don't like, meaning Formica, we don't like carpet, we don't like anything that actually gives us a huge capital expenditure cost, and we change it. So for example, water heaters, we buy professional or commercial, same ones they use in restaurants, very high traffic areas. Granite countertops, LED lighting, so waterproof vinyl flooring. We improve the product so you guys don't have to spend any money maintaining the product for several years to come.
Okay, so to review, there's substantial built-in equity there really isn't a waiting list because at least you're not waiting for an address. You can have an address delivered pretty much same day or next day after someone gets a hold of you. And then there are the tenant resilient features.
That is correct. Select your property. Tell us you heard about us at, Keith Weinhold and Get Rich Education. We'll prepare a contract within 24 hours or less, and we're locked in. Your price is guaranteed. We do have an escalation clause in which, something happens, but your built-in equity is day one already there because we build with a profit margin already, a built-in that is very, very small. So we can give you investors the built-in equity so you can multiply your portfolio.
Wagner, are there any last things a prospective investor in Florida build-to-rent property should know here in early 2022?
This is the best product available, Keith. I did over 400 flips. I did several single-family homes in scatter or infill lots, and we're very heavily involved now into build-to-rent because it's a more stable. The communities have a lot more amenities such as tennis courts, pickleball courts, walking trails, kids' playgrounds, swimming pools, gourmet barbecue areas. And that's what the tenants are looking for right now. They want all the amenities, but they do want single family homes. So we're building exactly what the market is demanding. We could sell our product to REITs, we can sell them to funds, but we go back to Main Street. We want you, mom and pop investors or sophisticated investors to have an opportunity to invest just like the big funds do, because we wanted to bring real estate to Main Street. That's our goal. Not that we don't like Wall Street, but we prefer Main Street.
I do too. I'm an investor in Florida single family income property myself, and perhaps more so than any other product. The past couple of years, I've had more GRE listeners come to me saying, I am so happy that I bought income property in Florida. So if you want to get started, you can do that. It's a good time to act. So if that sounds interesting to you, you can reserve property and get your address when you reserve the property. You are going to have to wait for them to build it though. So go ahead and sign up if this sounds interesting to you. Take a look at some sample properties and pro formas and learn about the property manager of this investment for you as well. You can do all of that at GRE Marketplace /Sunshine State. Hey, well, hopefully I gave you a fish there. I'm Keith Weinhold. Thanks so much for stopping by.